It's quite an undertaking of
21 miles.
21 miles of an open crossing where you've got wind and tide, whether it's going to be in his favour or against him. This is why he needs to learn how to plan and read a chart. Physically, I think Jimmy's doing quite enough in the gym and he's been out with us kayaking, but there's a huge mental aspect of it. Being able to handle being out in the sea. It's fair enough being close to the coastline where you can get them to land fairly quickly, but as you progress out, a couple of miles out, you kind of get that alone feeling. You have to commit, James, and get wet feet.
I was just thinking that.
Come on, get in.
Oh, that's cold.
How many miles in do you reckon that'll kick in when you really can't see any landing?
Depending on the weather, you're probably looking around, if it's a clear day, 5 or 6 miles away from the coastline will be enough to be quite intimidating for him. To be fair, he's not the greatest on the water at the moment, so he's got a bit of a challenge ahead of him to get himself ready.
How many more trips out do you reckon it's going to take?
1 a week, maybe 2, if we can fit it in.
I definitely have kayak balance like Bambi. Either that or I'm really fond of the water because I keep going in. I don't know, you voted me swimmer of the month every time. I haven't managed a self-rescue yet. It's always assisted.
So physically I have no questions that he'll be ready for it, but it's the mental side of it that I think that Jimmy needs to prepare for. So preparing for it is making sure that all your decisions making is right. So knowing what the tides are doing, knowing what the weather's doing, and all the what ifs. Yeah.
Being confident, I suppose.
Being confident, yeah. Looking to the other side and just pointing his vessel and off he goes. There's a lot more to it. And it's a huge shipping channel as well. So he needs to be quite clued up on the radio. So he'll be listening in on VHF for whether ships are crossing or coming near him.
So there's lots of elements to think about.
There's
it's
loads.
Not just getting in a boat.
He needs to be able to read charts and maps, understand the lingo on a radio. Yeah.
But what about the actual vessel that he's going to be in when he does the actual event? How much
Good luck on that one. I've not seen it yet, so when I see it, I'll make my decision up on that. Yeah.
I'm confident my ability to build pretty much anything, but it'll be the first boat I've built.
Whether it can take the conditions that's going to be on offer to him, yeah, that's a kind of big question. He's in a great place to test it. So we were talking on the way down, there's potential we might have a little trial run and paddle over or row over to Scotland. So that will give him a good test to see whether he's ready for it.
I'm just terrified of the sea and I hope my boat and myself can make it. Brilliant, just gently lower it down like that, Matty, and we'll flip it.
So if he's paddling or rowing the channel and he's not wearing the right kit, even that kind of, even if it's sunny, he can start going into hypothermia. So that's something he's going to have to understand and make sure he monitors.
So he'll have to monitor that himself.
Just making sure that he keeps regular intake of food and water, and that if he does stop, put something on rather than just sit there, because when he's going, he's going to be very warm. But as he stops and has his however long rest you're going to have, it might be worth having a jacket just to throw on yourself.
So how was it?
Not bad. My hand's giving out a bit. I can't carry the kayak.